This is Tasha, the Crafty Crowd. I'm going to show you how to make a quick crochet dishcloth. What you're going to do is you're going to get your hook. I'm using a 5mm hook, and you're going to get 100% cotton yarn. I got this yarn, I think I got this from Hobby Lobby, but I'm not sure. I also got one from Walmart. But this is 100% cotton, and it is good for dishcloths. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain 23 chains. First you're going to do a slip knot, and a really easy way to do a slip knot, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you can see. Okay, so you're going to take your end of your yarn here, and you're just going to loop it over like so. So you're going to have like a little loop here, and then you're going to take the short end and you're going to put it through the little loop and then just pull. And that's how you do a slip knot. Very simple and very easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain 23. So let's do that. Okay, so you have 23. And then what you're going to do is you're going to double crochet across. And for the first time you're going to skip to the third chain. So you can count 1 here, 2, 3. You're going to do a double crochet. So you're going to grab your yarn, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go into the third hook, and then you're going to go through the first 2. And you're going to have 2 left, and you're going to go through those 2. And you're going to do this all the way across, and then you're going to chain 3 and turn. So we're going to do this, go across. And when you go to the second, oops, I did that wrong. When we go to the second row, we're going to work just in the back loops, which is going to give it a nice little pattern. So I'm like blind, I can't see which one I just looped through. Okay, so just do this all the way across, chain over, go through, pull yarn, go through the first 2, and then you're going to have 2 left, and that's a double crochet. It's a very simple pattern to do. And what I'll do is we'll do this row real quick, and then I'll show you how to get started on the second row. And then you're just going to work that to get the desired size that you want. It's really no right or wrong way size-wise. A little trick that I do for my yarn so my yarn doesn't go rolling everywhere is that I keep it in a bag, and then it just kind of rolls and gives me the amount of yarn that I need without it flying off my table. So this is a pretty easy pattern. These dish towels are, I guess, really good things. A lot of people like these. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law were both like, oh my God, can you make me these? So for the holidays, that is what they're getting this year. So again, I'm just going to do this all the way to the end. kind of like it a little tighter on the bottom, but I think it'll be okay. The good thing about the double crochet is it's pretty big, so it makes your work pretty fast. So, okay, so here we are. So we're at the end, and I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to turn. Now from now on, you're going to work in the back loops. So usually you go through like the front loops, but you're only going to use the back loop. So I'm going to chain over, and I'm going to go into my first stitch right here. I'm just going to work the back, and I'm going to do a double crochet all the way across. And now we're going to continue to do this until we have about 8 rows. If you want it bigger, you can, continue to keep going. But let's see how this turns out with 8 rows and see if it's big enough. So again, you're just going to go into the back loop, and you're going to double crochet all the way down. Okay, so now once you've finished the amount of rows that you want, I did about 10, I am just going to do a single crochet around the entire thing. So I'm going to chain 1 at the end, and then I'm just going to do a single crochet around the entire so you're doing double crochets. Okay, so I'm going to do single crochet. So just very loose crochet, so it's a little difficult to see where you're going in at, but so you're just going to go around the entire project with a single crochet, and then you will tie off and then sew in your ends. So it'll look good with the finishing single crochet around. So I'll come around and show you what it looks like finished. Okay, so here is the finished little cloth. Turned out cute, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the end. I just did a slip stitch at the end, and then you're going to get your little needle, and you want to sew in your ends. On the beginning, I went ahead and sewed in my ends as I did the single crochet around, so that bottom one's already done. So now I just have to do my end stitch. My little crochet needle is probably a little too big for this, but it'll work. So I'm just going to go through here. There's no really correct way of doing this. I just kind of go through a bunch of them. The more you go through, the less likely it will fray. So I'll go through it one more time, and then I'm going to loop it around one time and do the same little stitch. There you go. And then I'm just going to do a few more, try to find a few other ones. Well, let's go this way. Again, there's no rhyme or reason, just whatever you see an opening to go through, go through. Alright, so there you go. So cut that. And then here's your little dish towel. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I did 11 rows, and then I went around the edge of it. So that one turned out cute. And then I will do another video and show you how I did this little bubble one, which is a little smaller than this one, but also cute. So this one was actually really, really easy to do. This one is very easy, but it's a little more time consuming, but it's quite thick, where this one's very loose, which will probably dry a lot quicker. So I guess it just depends on what you want or the person you're making it for wants. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and I will put in the description the written directions, the pattern, and then if you would, please subscribe and share my videos. Thanks.